tifu by punishing the sandwich thief with super spicy Carolina Reaper sauce. In a shared hangar with several workshops, my friends and I rented a small space for our knife-making enterprise. For a year, our shared kitchen and fridge functioned harmoniously, with everyone respecting one another's food. However, an anonymous individual began stealing my sandwiches, consuming half of each one, leaving bite marks, as if to taunt me. Initially, I assumed it was a one-off incident, but when it occurred again, I was determined to act. I prepared sandwiches with an extremely spicy Carolina Reaper sauce, a teaspoon in each, leaving a note warning about the consequences of stealing someone else's food, and went out for lunch. Upon my return, chaos reigned. The atmosphere was one of panic, and a woman's scream cut through the commotion, accompanied by a child's cry. The culprit turned out to be our cleaner's 9-year-old son, who she had been bringing to work during his school's disinfection week. He had made a habit of pilfering from the fridge, bypassing the healthy lunches his mother had prepared, in favor of my sandwiches. The child was in distress, suffering from the intense spiciness of the sauce. In my defense, I explained that the sandwiches were mine and I'd spiked them with hot sauce. The cleaner, initially relieved by my explanation, suddenly became furious, accusing me of trying to harm her child. This resulted in an escalated situation, with the cleaner reporting the incident to our landlord and threatening police intervention. The incident strained relations within the other workshops, siding with the cleaner due to her status as a mother. Consequently, our landlord has given us a month to relocate, adding to our financial struggles. My friends, too, are upset with me. I maintain my innocence, arguing that I had no idea a child was the food thief, and I would never intentionally harm a child. Nevertheless, it seems I am held responsible, accused of creating a huge problem from a seemingly trivial situation. The child is okay. No harm to the health was inflicted. It still was just an edible sauce, just very spicy. TLDR, accidentally fed a little boy and an insanely spicy sandwich.
You like spicy sandwiches. I don't see the issue. Maybe tell the parent and the kid to take some responsibility for their actions.
The reaction of everyone involved is bizarre. She left her child unsupervised and he stole. Why are they punishing you? Edit, thank you for the awards. You guys are so nice.
I love the part how the mother took her brat to a industrial zone with lots of dangerous power tool where people literally make and store don't have to be sorry. You need to take the rest of the sauce and shove it into her to finally make her smart decisions. Volve to check your profile. You are truly gifted man. I am literally happy cake day.
Play games, win spicy prizes. You're good in my books, bud. That little thief and his mother siding with him for stealing. You may have done him a good service and taught him the repercussions of theft at a young and impressionable age.
You should have played the guy who likes spicy sandwiches, and everything would have been fine, no?
You shouldn't have left a note or apologized. If you hadn't had done that, it would have 100% been the kid's fault for stealing your delicious spicy, just a condiment, not poison.
Thanks man.
See you up admitting that you had ill intentions. All you had to say was that you like spicy and it was your sandwich and you didn't offer it to anyone.
Should have never admitted to it.
The note and confession made things awkward.
Yeah, this was very badly executed. You broadcasted to everyone you wanted to hurt someone. If you just said you had a spicy sandwich in the fridge, there would be no accusation.
The mother sounds like she'll let her little angel get away with anything and deflect responsibility. I've dealt with parents like that. It's always deny, deny, deny. Deflect, deflect, deflect. What frustrated me is that everybody sided with her solely because she's a mom. Her kid stole, he faced the consequences of his actions, which his mom should have taught him. I hope she realizes if she does go to the cops, they're not gonna do jack once they find out her kid was stealing food, 9 years old or no. You are not in the wrong here. Her 9-year-old kid was not only stealing food, but was left presumably unattended in a construction zone. Tell the landlord that he was unattended and that if he evicts you, you will sue for breach of contract and charge the mother with child endangerment. That'll get him to back off real NAL, but people need to face the consequences of their actions. And I can guarantee that putting spicy food in a communal fridge and having a thief eat it is not reason enough to evict you.
Yup.
This child is going to be one of those absolute monster children who start getting violent when they don't get their way.
Complain to the cleaning company that you caught one of their employees stealing your didn't. The cleaner did. What you did was right, Ross Geller.
My little angel cut themselves while rifling through your workshop. How dare you make knives in the presence of my little angel?
Meanwhile my smart would be like, lady, your kid was left unattended in a construction zone, stole food and rifled through the workshop. He faced the consequences of his actions. We make knives here, not.
The confession is the only true. If it was me, I would have denied it. I'd make the warning note polite and ambiguous. And since it happened while I was around, I wouldn't say to anybody. Just enjoy the show. If the kid says it was the sandwich, I'd shrug and ask if it's a crime to enjoy spicy sandwiches. Then I'd ask what the kid was doing stealing from ref anyway?
Admitting your plan was the only if someone went into my fridge and stole my leftovers, there's a high probability they'd be getting a mouthful of gochujang, jalapeno, habanero, ghost pepper, sriracha, or some other extreme spice because that's just what I eat.
OP's reaction handed the momentum to them obviously. He should have just said he put the spicy sauce in his sandwiches cause that's how he likes them.
This woman's negligence has hurt your business financially. I smell a lawsuit.
Leaving a note warning about the consequences of stealing someone else's food. Put a note in the fridge admitting he booby-trapped the should not have left a note and just played dumb when the kid took the again. I feel like OP is making this up.
More than just stealing, she's apparently fine with the kid just eating random stuff. What the?
The note, mate, the note was the issue and #X200B, edit. Some answers to the most popular questions 1. People, read the TLDR section. The saddest part for me personally is that I accidentally hurt the child. I don't give a that I was caught, for God's sake. I had no intention to do that and then just run away. Many of you think I should act like another 9-year-old brat who played a prank and tried to cover it. A little update, the situation is settled. We are not moving away. The landlord said that all of that was just a play to calm down the mother. He admitted that he panicked upon hearing her screams and said something he never intended to. Yes, the boy did something wrong. Yes, the mother was wrong too. But please don't overlook the part where I was away for an hour. And during that time, the boy was in agony, screaming without giving any explanation to anyone about what was going on. The moment I arrived and explained what was happening, everyone was freaked out. At that moment, the boy had almost no strength left to scream anymore, and yet it was awful to hear. I can't imagine how it was in the I argued with my friends for being mad at me. Not with the mother or the boy.
Yeah, that was dumb too long.
She left her child. Her is a workshop that makes think she should be thankful that he only got a spicy mouth.
You up. No note means plausible deniality.
Completely off topic, but I have never seen so many Cake Day people reply to each other. Happy Cake Day, y'all.
Clear that up right now. You didn't ruin anything. The sandwich thief did. Personally, if it were my sandwich, personal belonging, and the cleaner's kid stole, ate it, and the cleaner had the balls to complain to my landlord, I would communicate to the landlord that they hired a cleaner that was stealing from tenants. They would need to terminate the cleaner effective immediately, or they would open themselves up to legal liability for facilitating theft. Is it an overreaction? Absolutely, but so is evicting you for putting hot sauce on your sandwich. If someone else is being petty and you have nothing further to lose, ride the petty train straight to the depths of
1. Brings her kid to work on a hazardous, leaves kid unsupervised in a hazardous kid. Anybody off at the op needs a slap in the face.
The hot sauce, I'd bring in Friskies on rye.
The note would be evidence, but it reads like nobody saw it and they only knew because Op Fest plan was fine. The note was questionable, but as you, Buckham89 mentioned, Op should have just said that's how he likes his sandwiches and left it as the kid's problem.
Okay, so now eat all of that other half, sweats.
You did absolutely nothing wrong. The cleaning lady should be horrified that her child is a thief and apologize profusely.
Why not both? Yes, I love spicy tuna sandwiches. 2 parts crushed ghost pepper to 1 part tuna. Come to think of it, I never could figure out why that tuna brand has a cat mascot.
While the kid was making a scene, I'd have played dumb, shrugged, and walked to the fridge. Then I'd have opened it and yelled, "Who the stole my sandwich again?" loud enough to be heard over the kid crying.
9-year-olds can read. He shouldn't have tested it.
Most people don't read signs and notes, and I don't get it.
Yup, Fu wasn't the spicy sandwich, it was saying he spiked it on purpose lol.
It still should have been fine. The cleaner left her child unsupervised and he was stealing. I have no idea why people would be mad at this. Like, do they think it's okay to be stealing?
Yay, as someone who has been working at a no cash, only card accepted register at a supermarket, I'd say about 50% of people are functionally illiterate. They do not give a f*** about signs, so might as well assume they can't read.
Also, sign overload is a thing. There are so many signs around now in some places, some being pretty pointless, that our brains do have a habit of not really paying attention to most of them.
I don't care if he can read, 9-year-olds should know not to.
The cleaner should not have been leaving her son unsupervised at your work. If she works for a third-party company, call them today and tell them that her son has been stealing your lunch for weeks, and when you caught him, she complained to your landlord and you lost your lease. This situation was crested by her and she is at your sandwiches half-eaten in the fridge is disgusting.
Exactly, it's food. Sorry, your thieving child is too much a to handle spice. Sounds like an excellent life lesson about not only not being a little thief, but also to not assume everything they stick in their mouth is going to be delicious or palatable to them. He's also a 9-year-old. This is more than old enough to expect the kid not to be a little piece of. You let him do that much longer and grow into a piece of teen and then adult subsequently. There's so many embarrassing parents out there.